So someone's idea of your gifts, they're distorted. Like, their idea of your gifts are distorted, because in their mind, it's like they believe that the divine gifts that have been bestowed upon you should be theirs. Okay? In their mind, they believe that. They believe that that is truly how it's supposed to be. I heard, but they're just looking at what's glamorous about it. They can only see the glamour. It might just be the fact that you just look good. You know, they see how good you look. They see how good you are perceived, or they perceive that you feel. They see that you feel good. They don't know the times you cry, though. I just heard. They don't know the times you cry. They don't know what you cried about. They don't really know what you cried for. Like, they just see the purged you. They see the you that has purged and that has been focusing on healing and doing shadow work. But they don't think about that, though. They just think about the fact that, damn, you fine. Like, that's what they say. And that you seem to be loved. You are loved. But when I say that, from their perception, they don't really know what they're looking at. So they're just going off of, like, these vain concepts that they've created in their mind. But there's more beneath that. There's more than just the vanity of life. And that's all they see when they look at you. They don't see the real you. A lot of people don't know or don't see the real you. And they think they do from this little snippets that they see of you. They just think they know you, and they don't. Right? And so they could never handle what you've been given, because your code was meant for you. And this is where people get it all wrong, because they could swear up and down that they could do what you do, you know, that you know, what you have been given is really supposed to be for them. But it's just because they see something within your life that they desire. They covet. They covet your life. But they're not thinking about how you became who you are today. And the truth is that anyone that has a desire to be you and feel very envious of you and even wish malice on your life, anyone who feels like that, they don't even know that your life could off them. Like, you being alive could off them. Spirit just said that. Wait a minute. You being alive can off them? Oh, that's their fault, though. Okay, so it's like what they do, the energy that they give you, when you could not be even, you might not even know them. Okay, you might not even have any type of relationship with them. But that energy against a chosen seed, once that's picked up, once there are spiritual attacks sent out to a chosen seed, and the chosen seed feels it, and then the chosen seed begins to act upon protecting oneself, those frequencies can be felt. Etherically, those frequencies can be felt. They're picked up in that cosmic wave, that flow. And there's a signature stating, it's like both signatures are there in the flow, almost like a contract that they created towards hurting you, harming you, affecting you in a negative way. Beep. So once spirit picks that up in the flow, like a message that is sent to them, like, I just imagine our spirit family like in this beautiful etheric domain on a spaceship somewhere in the stars, and they're just like getting messages from us and responding to them energetically, sending messages to the chosen seed to be able to combat that negative energy that is sent, symbolically showing us how to move in that sense, in that space, telling us what to do. Meanwhile, You have this vindictive energy continuing to send messages of hate. And the only thing that's around you is love. Love wins. Love will always win. Love will always win. Love is light. Okay? Love will always win. Love sheds light on, I heard the creepy crawly things. The creeps. There's many creeps that live amongst chosen seed. And I heard we step on them. We step on them. Creepy crawly things are smaller insects. They're like, and they're annoying. They're annoyances. Anytime you like have a fly in your space, like all up in your face, like a gnat, like zzz, all up in your eye, like what you trying to see? Why are you so close to me? And that's how these energies are. These vindictive energies. They want to be all up in your space and your energy, but they just dislike you. They're just looking for something. Like, what are gnats looking for? Why, when you are around a gnat, like say for instance you're in a park, you ever saw the swarm of gnats? It was so disgusting. And they're just like, it's like they're communicating with each other to try to attack somebody or something. Oh, they need that heat. You see, a gnat needs heat because you'll always see them in the light, right? So they like the heat, the warmth. It's comforting to them. So they don't have the heat, but they want yours. So they just want to be all up in your life because your life is action-packed. It looks so good. Like, they don't have no action, so they're trying to get some of yours, but they can't. Swerve. Excuse me. Swerve. Excuse me. But anyway, back to these messages. Swerve. This was meant to be just as it is, okay? It's almost like you could look at them as practice. The gnats. The gnats that are, they happen to be people, but they're really gnats when they take their skin off at night and go to bed in their cocoons. Do gnats go in cocoons? Do they even sleep? Ew. They probably just sit on something and just take a nap or something. Ew. It's nasty. They don't even do it right. I don't know. I don't even know why I just said they don't do it right. Don't mind me, I just said whatever. But anyway, wait a minute. These people want a life that they can't even survive. Do you know what you're asking for is the question? You can survive your life because it was for you. It's your code. It's your soul's code. This is what you were meant to go through in order for you to become who you are meant to be. Now, these people see you and they want to see what you see, but they can't see it because they're blind. They're blind. You know why they're blind? Because they can't see your code. So they can never do what you do. They can only imitate you. Ooh. Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. But they keep doing it. You tell them to stop it, you know you're hurting yourself. But they like, no, I want to keep on trying to attack you. Okay, well, go ahead. Go ahead, see how that go for you. See how that goes. You're going to be somewhere curled up in the corner, sucking on that one grape. And you just might choke. Alright? That grape is dangerous. It seems sweet, but you don't even know what's inside. You don't even know. You don't even know. They be asking for what they don't even know what they asking for. They don't even have any idea. I just thought about that. I'm saying it like you know what I thought. My fault. I just thought about, like, I don't think there's a movie like this. I don't even want to say it. Spirit said don't say it. Okay, I'm not going to say it. Spirit said don't say it. It's an idea for a movie. They said don't say it. I want to say it, but they don't want me to. I'm not going to say it. That's very interesting. And I would watch that. Anyway. Point blank period. They're not ready for a life like yours. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. They don't know how to do it. They would, if they literally, I don't even want to say stepped into your shoes, but because they can't even do that. For some reason, I imagine somebody's sneakers on the floor and someone trying to step into them, and the sneakers don't let their feet go inside. That is so, like, random and strange, but but it's symbolic, though. Like, not even my sneakers want you to walk in them. Like, get out of here. My sneakers don't even rock with you. That's so silly. But that's what I just saw in my mind. Like, sneakers that had a shield inside. Like, nah, this is not for you. Get out of here. I heard this life is too glorious. And I feel like people look at your life as glorious, like they do, and they would just love to do that. All that you do, what you do. They will love it, but they don't know that they can't handle it, though. And they don't know what they're asking for, really. They really don't understand what they're asking for. Because if they had a chance, right, to do what you do, it would fail. Because there's too much that they don't even know. There's too much that they don't know and that they're not even willing to learn. So where you think you going is the question. It's just so, this is a nonsensical activity. Too many people are trying to dive into nonsensical activities instead of moving towards things that make sense. This is what our world has come to. Oh, so much work to do. I want to say so little time. However, those who choose their time wisely, those who choose to use their time wisely will still benefit. There are going to be some who don't choose to use their time wisely. But for those who do, not only will they be able to enjoy their life, but they'll also be able to contribute to the lives of others in a very unique way and leave something behind for those that they have a deep-seated hope for. Because individuals who answer their call, we have a hope. Regardless of how the word hope is looked at, because some people don't like the word, but hope is genuinely hoping for something, wanting something, having a desire for something. So I know I have a desire for everyone to be able to tap into their true nature. So all that I leave behind will be for that reason once I am called back home. Okay? My home is in the stars. I'm gonna be ice skating up there. I like ice skating. You wanna come? No, I'm talking about in the physical ice skating right now. But I still do want to ice skate in the stars. Almost said in the scars. Ice skate in the scars. Ice skate in the stars. Because why can't the water be above? It is below, as above, so below. Oh, and it's cold up there because, you know, I don't know, I'm thinking about a movie I watched, right? And the well, I don't want to say the pilots, not the pilots. The astronauts were frozen up there, but it's cold. Let's see, how cold is it? Wow, that's cold. It says approximately negative 455 Fahrenheit. Um, the vacuum of space is actually at an average of approximately negative 455 Fahrenheit. But here's the thing to remember. That number is an average across all of space in the unfathomable enormity of the universe, the vast majority of which is dark and empty. Meanwhile, our little neighborhood in space is not empty. We have planets, moons, asteroids, and the sun. The sun puts out a tremendous amount of heat energy. Given the position of the solar system, we're relatively close to the sun. Although most of space might be over 400 degrees below zero, the temperature turns out to be considerably different in our immediate vicinity. So space is not always cold everywhere. It says, no, the coldest the moon ever gets is roughly negative 300 degrees Fahrenheit. And that would be on the dark side of the moon, or the side that is not facing the sun at any given point in time. But what about the light side? How much warmer is there? It turns out that the moon can warm up to 250 degrees Fahrenheit in direct sunlight at its equator. That's literally hotter than boiling water. On the surface of the Earth, the moon's temperatures fluctuate by about 500 degrees Fahrenheit between its day and night cycles. Yeah. So they just told me that I could ice skate. And I could ice skate in space. But anyway. Yeah, it's just one of those messages where it's identifying the fact that there's no point in allowing yourself to get angry at those who hate you, because they don't even know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're thinking about. Their thoughts are distorted. It's not even worth your while to even pay that much attention to them, because this is their life. Their life is, they're choosing to live a worthless life because of their point of view. They're so narrow-minded. They don't take the time to look at life as a whole and what's really, we're supposed to be all connecting together and creating and just being a wonderful people. And they choose to be a parasite. They choose to be a problem instead of a solution. Like, this is what they've chosen this. So just think about that. There's not much energy that you should give to them as someone who is chosen and as someone who understands. You know, I feel like a lot of times there's many individuals that give so much of their energy and attention to those who dislike them. But that you doing that is really being pulled into their trap to stop you from your greatness, to stop you from paying attention to your goals and to elevation and ascension. The only time you should give any attention is when something needs to be corrected, or like when you are making sure that you are activating your protective energy of oneself and those around you to make sure that, you know, your life is like sealed, like that there's no vulnerabilities. That's the only time I think you should give individuals like this some attention. But it's not really you giving them attention for them. It's really giving attention to the circumstance to respond to it appropriately. So don't be giving away all that energy and all that space in your mind to individuals that don't wish you well. You could fill that space up with so much more that's so much more valuable for you and those that you love. Don't get caught up doing that, because it doesn't serve any true purpose in your life. It's you falling into the trap, really, that they've set for you, because they're hoping that you take the bait. Don't take it. It's never worth it, really. It's not worth it. Not worth it at all. So just keep it over there. Don't bring it into your world so much. Because once you start to pull in that energy, then you have to you have to work with it. When you have certain energy, you have to work with it. You could look at it, analyze it real quick and see what's going on with it, but then you must banish it, though. You can't hold on to it. When you start holding on to those types of energies, that's when you really get caught up into a space that was never meant for you. Alright? Alright. Everything you do, do it with love. I'll see you in the next message.